If you've got a tuned Duramax or even just a lift pump installed, there's a cheap upgrade you're probably missing. And it might be why your truck feels sluggish under load. Let me show you the simple part combo that absolutely woke up my LMM Duramax. These parts I'm talking about today are perfect for the early Duramax builds. People who just installed a lift pump or are planning to install a lift pump, because these parts are most effective when there is a lift pump installed. Let's get started with the PPE ported fuel rail fitting. What is it? So the OEM ported fuel rail fittings actually have two locations on your Duramax. We have the driver's side and the passenger side. I'm only recommending to replace the driver's side in this video because doing the passenger side is when you're really pushing that horsepower. But basically the stock OEM part has a super tiny hole in the ported fuel rail fitting, not really allowing that much fuel to get by. So here I'm going to show you what the OEM ported fuel rail fitting looks like and this PPE ported fuel rail fitting looks like. As you can see, the PPE ported fuel rail fitting has a much bigger hole, allowing for more fuel to get through. A great part that complements the PPE ported fuel rail fitting when installing is actually the PPE Race Plug, and this replaces your fuel relief valve on your OEM Duramax. Now the fuel relief valve is designed to relieve pressure from the fuel rail under heavy loads. And obviously this can be a problem for you guys that are wanting to have a heavy foot on your Duramax or even towing for that matter. And parts age, and this part is known to fail especially under heavy load scenarios. So if you get rid of this part with a PPE Race Plug that doesn't relieve any pressure in your fuel rail, not only will you have more consistent of fuel rail pressure, you'll have more consistency while doing your Duramax pulls or towing uphill for that matter. Let's talk about how the truck felt after installation of these parts. First, I installed the PPE ported fuel rail fitting, and I actually instantly noticed more of a throttle response. We're gonna do a boosted launch real quick. It's wet, so I can't do a full-on one. Holy. Oh. And 60. Now, when I installed the Race Plug, I noticed more consistency with my power. So at the time of installation, my truck was emissions friendly and I still had the death grip of emissions parts. So the truck felt sluggish. But after I had a Race Plug, I had more consistency in power and it wasn't going to random places. And it sure didn't lose rail pressure after a pull. And these are what these parts kind of target, is more consistency with fuel rail pressure and more fuel delivery. And that's why it's such a massive upgrade for so cheap, and especially during early Duramax builds. In my opinion, these are must-have parts because not only do they provide cheap horsepower, they provide more consistency and predictability. Now, I don't have any installation videos of these parts at the time because I wasn't really focused on the Durpamax YouTube channel at the time. However, I do have an installation pro tip for you guys installing the Race Plug, because the Race Plug job is intermediate and everything else is actually really easy. So to uninstall the fuel relief valve, it'll be underneath the glow plug module, but that's not the pro tip of the day. So when you get everything ready to uninstall the fuel relief valve, you'll want to take a really big breaker bar because once you get the glow plug module out of here, you'll have more room for one. And I recommend taking a tow strap and actually pinning it to this hardware right here. I forget what it's called right now, but take your tow strap, hook it right here, hook it onto your breaker bar, and ratchet the breaker bar. And this helps because I believe the fuel relief valve is torqued to 90 foot-pounds, and I spent almost all day trying to crank on it to get it out, and I actually stripped it. So I don't want you guys stripping your bolt. Make sure you only use 6-point sockets. Don't use 12. Use ratchets, wrenches. You could do the 2-piece wrench method if it's not as torqued in for you. However, I do recommend having a 6-point socket with a breaker bar and a tow strap. I'm not the one who came up with this idea, but if I find this video on YouTube, I'll pin it down in the description below so you can see a real-time demonstration of it. I'll be listing all the products that we talked about in today's video down in the description so you can find them easier. And hey, full transparency, these are Amazon associate links, so if you do buy these parts through these links, I will be earning a small commission back on them. So if you go that route, thank you for supporting the Durpamax YouTube channel. I thoroughly appreciate it. And hey, if you're thinking about deleting your Duramax anytime soon, you should probably watch this video because I talk about a very big design flaw that usually pops up after deleting your Duramax.